As a kid growing up, I was husky, I was chubby, I was slow, and I had no idea what I was doing. Nobody thought that I would end up being a scholarship athlete, a future world-ranked professional triathlete, and also beating the guy who came first out of the water in the Olympics, Andy Potts, when I swam in triathlon. These things I did because over 27,000 kilometers of swimming, I learned a lot of lessons that I want to give you now that could have helped me if I'd only learned them sooner. Don't make the same mistakes I did. Let's get fast quickly. Welcome to this channel. I'm Lukas Siska. I'm so glad you're here. Lesson number one, speed is earned in training. You can't swim fast unless you train fast. I used to have a coach that was just all about volume and we did no intensity. But guess what? We couldn't reach our full potential because we never trained fast in training. When it came time to the races, we just couldn't go past a certain point. We were just getting lactic acid way too quickly. You have to train fast to go fast. Lesson number two, motivation fades, but discipline remains. I don't care who you are, you could be the most motivated person ever. You're not gonna feel motivated every single day. Some days it's just not there and you have to force yourself. Real champions, they get the job done whether they're motivated or not. Lesson number three, strength training is the secret sauce. Swimming, a little bit more than other sports, is more power oriented. And if you get strong in the gym, it will translate to the water. Talent is not enough. You've heard this old adage before, the hard worker is the one that goes further. Well, it's true. I used to swim with a guy that was extremely talented. He had it all, but he just didn't have the discipline. And guess what? I actually, who was maybe 50% his talent, made it a lot further in the end than he did. The person who actually has a combination of hard work and talent is gonna be a super freak. Somebody like Michael Phelps, for example. If it doesn't push you forward, it's holding you back. You'll oftentimes hear people say, I want to have a normal childhood. I want to go and live the college experience. Or I just want to have a balanced life. Well, yes, a balanced life is important, but guess what? If you want to be fast, that actually is fun. You don't need to do extra stuff like drinking and smoking or staying up late. All those things don't help you improve. If it's not pushing you forward, it's holding you back. Lesson number six, surround yourself with giants and their heights will feel normal to you. Back in my triathlon career, I had the amazing opportunity to train with Olympians, and it just changed my mindset completely. You start seeing what they do day in and day out, and you see that they're normal people, but they're doing extreme things. And then all of a sudden, you realize why they're so good. And then you start to do it as well. It's amazing the results. All of a sudden, you start having much better results than you could have ever dreamed of. Just being around those kind of people will pull you up. I highly suggest get around people that are better than you because they will take your swimming to another level. Number seven, train hard, race easy. Simulate what you want to do on race day in training, and then when you get to the race, that's the fun part. It's just easy. Do things in training that push you to another level. I'm not saying train yourself into the ground, but I'm saying do the little things right. Come off the wall with no breath. Push yourself that extra rep in training. It will pay dividends when it comes time to race. Lesson number eight, speed is built in stillness. Champions are made in rest. That's right, if you're super dedicated and hardworking, you have to realize that you're actually not taking it to another level until you rest. When the body gets a chance to rebuild, that's when the transformation occurs. It can't transform if you just keep pushing, pushing, pushing. Trust me, in my time, I've hit the wall many times, and if you hit it too hard, it will just take you backwards. Number nine, tension slows the swimmer. Swimming, unlike other sports, where in other sports, all you have to do is push harder and you will go faster. In swimming, if you don't find that correct balance between loose and powerful, you won't move at all. Everything that you do in swimming, whether it's sprinting or long distance swimming, it's what I like to call loose, relaxed power. Stay loose on top of the water, strong underneath. As soon as you can find this balance, the faster you will develop your swimming. Number 10, consistency can be even a flawed plan. Yes, that's right. Even if you're not training correctly and you're doing some things wrong, but if you do it consistently, it will have more results than random training. Consistency is everything in swimming. Number 11, listen to your body. It whispers before it breaks. For you highly motivated people out there, it's easy for you to just want to push, push, push. But your body sometimes is telling you no, and even your mind. There's been many times where I didn't feel like getting out, and you have to know the difference. Is that just a lack of motivation, or is my body so run down that I need a rest? And my wife is a great example of this. She can just train and train and train. She's a runner, by the way, but she has trained so hard recently that she is now injured. She had a little nagging injury and she just was not listening to it. If she would have paid attention in the beginning, she could have maybe rested a week or two, but now guess what? She has to rest months. So listen to the body. Number 12, train your mind like you train your body. Yes, that's right. You have to train your mind for success. You have to visualize that time that you want to achieve. Without visualization, you're just kind of going in the dark. I found in my swimming that if I just visualize myself achieving that exact time that I wanted to do, or coming out of the water in a triathlon in that pack that I wanted to be in, it just made a huge difference. If you believe it first, then you can achieve it. It actually works. Lesson number 13, to reach peaks, you have to climb where others won't. That's right. Sometimes if you have big goals and big dreams, you have to do things a little bit more extreme than the average Joe. Back when I was about 12 or 13, I used to think swimming 4 to 5K a practice was a lot. But little did I know, when I went and transferred to a club that had Olympians every year, where kids at 12 and 13 were swimming 10 to 15K a day, that's really what made the difference. Out of that club, they consistently produced Division I and Olympic swimmers. Guys, sometimes you just have to do more than others to reach those goals that you have. Being the best does not come easy. Number 14, no champion rises alone. Again, if you have big goals and dreams, you can't do it by yourself. Make sure that you surround yourself in people that believe in you and want to push you forward. That means make sure that your family's on board. Make sure that you have a coach that believes in you. Make sure that you have friends that are not holding you back but encouraging you to go forward. If you're around a lot of positive people, it can change your swimming. Lesson number 15, good nutrition is like natural doping. Guys, this is so true. When I was about 20 years old, I figured out that if I actually fueled my body correctly, my swimming and recovery could just explode. It didn't happen until one day I was training really, really hard, and my coach recommended that I take a carbohydrate supplement after training. I'm like, man, how can this help? But it had 60 grams of carbohydrates, and I immediately took it after training. And the next day I was expecting to feel really tired and just needing more recovery, but I was actually ready to go. And that little aha moment right there changed the rest of my professional triathlon career. Just giving your body what it needs and allowing it to recover can just help you train harder every single day. And the more days you can train hard, the better and faster you can become. Number 16, be systematic with your training. Again, this was a huge aha moment for me in my life. Such an aha moment in my sporting career that I named my coaching business Siska Training Systems after it. When you have a system, you can just build up and improve so much faster and more effectively. Randomness in training is what causes plateaus and also just causes stagnation. Get a system, and even if it's not the best system, follow a weekly schedule where you do certain things on certain days, and that will boost your swimming tremendously. And guys, if you want to know your true swim potential in this moment, I want you to take my quiz and we'll give you a score to let you know. Look in the comments below, click the link and find out. Lesson number 17, mastering perfect technique in swimming comes in pieces. Guys, I'm the kind of person that my mind is thinking about 100 things in one moment. And for me, mastering technique, especially growing up, was extremely difficult. When I found that if I just broke certain parts of my stroke into pieces and just focused on them one at a time, that's when I was able to get much closer to that perfect technique. Don't try to do everything at once. Focus on one thing that you know you have issues with, and then master it before you move on to the next thing. And before you know it, you might have perfect technique. Number 18, flexibility in your training is crucial. Yes, we just talked about how important it is to have a system, but guess what? You're not a robot, and sometimes life happens. You get sick, you get family things that come up. You have to be able to be flexible within that system. If you're consistently training and something comes into the path that changes it, it's okay. Don't freak out. Just adapt, Allow your body to rest. If it's sometimes better to rest and not try to do everything at once than just to force a session when too many things are going on. Because if you get sick, you'll go backwards. So be able to be flexible in your training. Number 19, comparison is the thief of joy. Especially when you're doing a single sport like swimming, it's super important that you focus on yourself and just focus on beating yourself. Don't worry about your competition. Don't worry about what kind of times they're putting out. Focus on being better every single day and just beating your best time. Celebrate little victories. Celebrate little improvements, even if it's just by a second. Because as soon as you keep on beating yourself consistently, next thing you know it, you're beating everybody else as well. Lesson number 20, time waits for no one. A lot of times people make the mistake of thinking, you know what, when I get to this point in my life, I'm gonna dive in and do things right. Well, the window of opportunity to be at your best closes very quickly. I don't care what age you are. You might say, oh, I'm already past my prime. I can't hit those kind of times anymore. But you would be surprised what you can achieve in your 40s, 50s, 60s, 70s, 80s. I don't care what age you are. You just have to do it now. Don't postpone things for later that you can do now. In my career, I did that a lot when I was younger, and I wish now that if I could only go back and have went all out at that time, who knows where I would be now. Lesson number 21, dreams don't always require distance. Let me tell you a story back when I was 19, 20. I thought in order to continue my swimming dream, I had to go way far off to college to swim on a team to continue to improve my swimming. Where in the town where my parents lived was a national level swim club. And by swimming at that club, I could have improved my swimming so much more than going way off and swimming 10 hours away from home. Because guess what, when you're around people that care about you, that also helps in your improvement. So whether you're a young kid trying to figure out how to improve, or you're in a totally different situation in life, look at the opportunities that are right around you. It might be something right next door that could boost your swimming. Lesson number 22, your gut is a warning sign. If you're trying to make a big move to help you improve, or this is not just for swimming, but for anything in life, if something is giving you doubts or you see little red flags, listen to it. Back when I was trying to go all in professional triathlon, I made a decision to work with a certain coach. But in the process, before going to begin working with him, I saw a lot of red flags with that coach, but I ignored him because I had that excitement that I was about to try to take my training to another level. But by making that decision to work with him, I lost 2 years, 2 precious years of where I could have been improving, and instead I stagnated and went backwards. Listen to your gut, whether it's for swimming or in life. Lesson number 23, know your strengths and be honest about it. If I could just go back, there's another thing, there's so many things I would change, but this thing in particular, if I would have just been honest with the fact that I was a distance swimmer. When I was in high school and college, I thought I was a middle distance swimmer, but I am truly endurance, all endurance in everything that I do. If I would have just embraced it back then and doubled down on it, my swimming at that time could have done a lot higher caliber performances than what it did. You have to know what your strengths are and then embrace them and focus on them. Number 24, every session should have a purpose. Mindless swimming will just have mindless results. And we talked about this before. If you really want to improve, you need to know every single day what you're jumping in the water for. Is it to work on threshold? Is it to work on VO2 max? Is it to build your aerobic base? Know what you're getting in the water for. If you don't know, you're not essentially going anywhere. Let me know if any of those lessons were aha moments for you down in the comments. I would love to hear from you. Now, if you want to see 5 things that could potentially be slowing your freestyle down, check out this video. I'm Lukas Siska, and I'll see you in the next one. Take care.